Angela.
I'm Leah.
And we out here.
Hey y'all, today we are stepping inside one of Washington, D.C.'s most powerful hidden gems. That is the home of a woman who helped shape American history. So welcome to the Mary McLeod Bethune Council House. This building served as both Miss McLeod's home and the headquarters for the National Council of Negro Women. Bethune lived and worked here from 1943 until her death in 1955. Mary McLeod Bethune was an educator, activist, an advisor to presidents, and an honorary member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Now, she was born in 1875 to formerly enslaved parents, and she went on to become one of the most influential Black women in American history. She walked miles to school, earned scholarships, and she studied hard. She excelled, and then she fought hard for others. Y'all, we are touring her home right now. You will be able to see our tour guide and hear some of the things that she has to say about Mary McLeod Bethune.
In this house. Now, Mary McLeod was born on July 10th, 1875 in Maysville, South Carolina to Sam and Patsy McLeod. She was born the 15th out of 17 children, and she was the first in her family to be born freed. Now, even at the young age of 5, she has recollection and memory of her helping her family pick cotton on the fields. Even at this time, she had a desire and a thirst for knowledge, even at such a young age. Fortunately enough for her, some missionaries had set up a Presbyterian school just 5 miles away, and her parents picked her out of all of her siblings to be the one and only to receive a formal education. Now, this was huge. Imagine carrying the weight of being the first one in your entire family out of 17 people. Well, 19 people, to receive an education, let alone during this time, education was still very rare for African Americans, especially in the South. Little young Mary would walk every day 5 miles to school and home and back. For reference, it takes the average adult 30 minutes to walk 1 mile. So as you can imagine, a young little Black girl in the South walking 5 miles every day, how daunting that could be. Let alone, this did not deter Mary, it instead fueled her.
Mary McLeod Bethune did not just enjoy opportunities that she fought for herself, she turned around and created the same opportunities for others. She founded a school that would later become Bethune-Cookman University and dedicated her life to education, civil rights, and employment. So in 1904, with just $1.50, she founded the Daytona Literary and Industrial Training School for Negro girls in Daytona Beach, Florida, which would later become Bethune-Cookman College and then later Bethune-Cookman University, which still exists today. So while we're here, y'all, be sure to like this video, comment, let us know if you've heard of Mary McLeod Bethune before, the National Council for Negro Women, or if you've ever toured this National Historic Site. And then subscribe to our channel. We post weekly videos every single Friday and shorts or reels about 3 times a week, so you will get consistent content from us. Again, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who might be interested, who loves history, or who plans to visit this site sometime soon. Now, Mary McLeod Bethune didn't just stop at education. She understood that the real change required political power, economic power, and an organized collective action. So that is what brought her to this home and what brought her to found the National Council of Negro Women, which is an organization dedicated to unifying Black women's voices and advancing opportunities for African Americans. This house became the organization's first headquarters. From civil rights to education to economic empowerment, this space was a hub for strategy and progress.
From home to work, you are standing in the president's office. Her faith led her to serve and become a national leader. On December 5th, 1935, she founded the National Council of Negro Women, which again is an umbrella organization that encompasses over 29 Black organizations, including Black advocacy groups, Black Greek letter organizations. During this time, they sought to tackle issues affecting the Black community such as employment, housing, anti-lynching, healthcare, and even the armed forces. At this desk, her and 3 other future NCNW presidents, Dr. Dorothy Fair.
At its peak, the National Council for Negro Women represented over 4 million women across dozens of affiliated organizations. And the issues they tackled were not small ones. They fought for anti lynching legislation, employment opportunities, voting rights, desegregation of the military, and access to education and healthcare. Her office, which we're in now, is one of the most powerful rooms in the House. This is where she wrote letters, planned initiatives, and advised national leaders, including President Franklin D. Roosevelt, when she became the first Black woman to head a federal agency when FDR appointed her director of the Division of Negro Affairs within the National Youth Administration. She used that position relentlessly to steer federal resources toward Black communities during the Great Depression. She also held a very close relationship with her BFF, Eleanor Roosevelt, FDR's wife. Now, the site was designated as a National Historic Landmark in 1991, this house we're touring now, and it became part of the National Park Service. Admission is totally free, and the NPS offers guided tours that bring this story to life in ways that are truly moving. The house today is a National Historic Site, and it stands as a monument not just to Bethune personally, but to the entire tradition of Black women's civic leadership in America. Mary McLeod Bethune's impact extends far beyond this home. She served as a key advisor during the New Deal era and was one of the highest ranking African American women in the government at the time. Today, her work lives through education, activism, and organizations like the National Council of Negro Women. So, if you're in Washington, D.C., this is definitely a place you don't want to miss. You can find their exact hours and how to book their tour on their website. If you found this video valuable, please give it a like, share it with somebody who loves history, and subscribe so you don't miss our next video. Drop a comment below. Had you heard of Mary McLeod Bethune before today? We'd love to know.
All right, y'all. It's been sweet. Check us out next week
When we out here
in these streets. Peace.